So this week we're doing Lesson 8, Ready Lesson, Determining Theme or Central Idea. The standard is RL62, determine the theme or central idea of a text and how it is conveyed through particular details. Do you know the story of Spider-Man? After Peter Parker is bitten by a mutant spider, he mostly goofs around with his new powers. He doesn't capture criminals. In fact, he lets one go. But this bad decision teaches Peter an important lesson. With great power comes great responsibility. In other words, if you're Spider-Man, you owe it to the world to use your powers to help others. This is a major theme, or a lesson, of the Spider-Man comics. Look at the picture below. What lesson or theme does the picture seem to convey? I used to be the worst player on the team, but I practice hard every day, rain or shine. Before you can describe the theme of a picture or story, you must first understand its central idea. The central idea is what a picture or a story is mainly about. Kind of like the main idea. In the chart below, write 2 details from the picture that supports its central idea. The boy practiced soccer every day, and he became the most improved player. Okay, so the reason we know that is because it says that he used to be the worst on the team, but yet now he's holding a plaque. And the plaque says that he's most improved player. So based on the chart, it says to describe a general lesson the reader might learn from the picture. So if he used to be worse on the team, but now he's holding a most improved plaque, and he's explaining to us that he practiced hard every day, rain or shine, then that tells us that hard work and determination pay off. So while reading, ask yourself, what lesson is the author trying to tell the reader? What details does the author use to tell it? If you can ask and answer such questions, you'll succeed in the great responsibility of better understanding what you read. All right, so let's practice this concept with Tiana's Scar by Maria Cain. When she was 5 years old, Tiana was bitten by Rex, her uncle's dog. The bite left a small scar on Tiana's finger. Now 11, Tiana still avoids dogs wherever she goes. Every morning, Tiana walks an extra block to school to avoid walking by her neighbor's dog, Millie. Millie lies quietly behind a locked gate, and she doesn't bark much, but Tiana insists on avoiding the dog at all costs. When her best friend Kim laughed at Tiana's extra hike one morning, Tiana exclaimed, "I don't care what you think, passing a ferocious beast is not how I want to start my day." "Okay, calm down, Tiana," Kim responded, as Tiana rushed away angrily. So, what's the central idea of this part of the story? To find the central idea of this part of the story, underline the most important details. So, important details would be that when she was 5 years old, Tiana was bitten by Rex, her uncle's dog. Now that she's 11 years old, she still avoids dogs, whatever the cost, wherever she goes. Passing a ferocious beast is not how she wants to start her day. So all of these details tell us that this part of the story is about a girl named Tiana who has a deep fear of dogs because she was bitten when she was younger. Okay, let's continue reading Tiana's story. One day, Tiana's class took a field trip to an animal shelter. The tour guide explained different types of dogs and their behaviors. Tiana asked the guide many questions and described her fear of dogs. "You should never act scared of a dog," the guide explained. "If you walk calmly and with confidence, dogs are less likely to bark at you." The guide demonstrated this for Tiana and her class. Walking home from school that day, Tiana decided to be brave and give it a try. She walked confidently past Millie. At first, the dog stood up and stared, but when it saw Tiana holding her head high, it just sat down quietly. Tiana felt proud and not scared at all. So, out of these choices, which choice best sums up the main message of the story? Which sentence below best expresses a theme? A. Knowledge can help a person overcome fears. B. Friends stand by you even when times are tough. C. Dogs only bark at people who act scared. Or D. Confidence does not help people solve problems. So the correct answer to this question would be A. Knowledge can help a person overcome their fears. Once she had more information from this guide who explained to her how to overcome your fears, she decided to try his advice, and so that helped her to overcome her fears. Just a quick side note, when Walt was in 5th grade, he was always really afraid that someone was going to break into our home. So he talked to our guidance counselor at school, and she told him the statistics of how many homes were broken into in our area each year, which were very, very low. So once he was provided with those numbers and he saw that it wasn't likely to happen, he was able to conquer his fears. So another example of how knowledge can help you overcome your fears. So, all right, so the rest of this week, what you're going to do is you're going to read about Rushmore, and you're going to look at the details in the stories and determine what you think the theme or the central idea of the passage is. And then you're going to read about Vivian's move, and you're going to do the same thing. And you will have a form to put all your answers in. Have fun.